Governor Felix Camacho today announced GovGuam will comply with the court order and will not be seeking an appeal. Along with that, he stated the administration has made the $3.9 million now owed to federal receiver Gershman, Brickner, and Bratton.
And I have every intention that this government will comply with the judge's orders. I've directed our Department of Administration to pay $3.9 million into the account designated by the U.S. District Court.
Last week, the government was placed in contempt of court after it failed to make 3 payments of $1 million. Today's payments using prior funding set-asides and the recent collection of gross receipt taxes. The governor says, though, this further delays other government obligations.
Although we did not have to exercise furloughs, layoffs, reductions of work hours, or reduce the allotment to agencies to make the payment, the use of this money pushes our government even further behind in paying outstanding vendors, the MIP, or Medically Indigent Program, tax refunds, and other obligations. However, this only grows our current deficit.
Camacho says while they were able to make this payment without having to impose any cuts, further payments to the receiver could have a devastating effect on the government and the island.
Today's payment is not the end. The judge will continue to require this government to pay $1 million a week until the legislature can pass a measure that fully satisfies Judge Gatewood's order. We cannot afford to make additional payments without exercising furloughs, without exercising layoffs, department and agency cuts, including those that provide critical services in health, safety, and education.
As GovGuam continues to make the nearly $1 million payments each week, serious cutbacks and furloughs may be required if the legislature does not pass a bill to float a Section 30-backed revenue bond to fund the landfill. The governor stresses, though, that furloughs would be a last resort.
If furloughs are going to be implemented, and again, I have to reiterate and state that that would be the last resort, that it would have to be across the board. It would be through all agencies. I don't think that we're going to give any exemptions. It would have to be across the 3 branches of government. Certainly, it would affect the allotments that would be granted to the legislative and judicial branch of government. They would then implement whatever furloughs they feel necessary. But I will do my part to ensure that furloughs do not occur. And until such a time such a drastic step is necessary, we will do all we can to reduce our operational cost.